Welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. Today we are looking at some silver seeded dimes that are worth a lot of money. So if you guys come across these in coin collections that you may have inherited, definitely look for these things that can give your seeded dimes some value. So as always, let's just hop into this one. Alright, starting off with an 1891 O mint mark seeded silver dime here, graded by PCGS just as a genuine coin because the coin has been cleaned, unfortunately, so do not clean your coins. It will devalue them. The coin does have a mint error though. It has been broad struck out of collar, which you can see around the rim of the coin. This is also the O mint mark, so on the reverse at the bottom, you'll see that O mint mark there. And this coin ended up selling for around $180 at auction. Had it not been cleaned, it could have sold for more money. Now here's an 1891 no mint mark that has been double struck. The second strike there being 90% off center, which we can clearly see in the images displayed here. This coin graded and authenticated by PCGS, the coin grading company, at an AU50. This coin ended up selling for around $1,300. $1,300 for a silver dime. Now the coin grading scale goes up to 70. Again, this one is at a 50. Now on your seeded dimes from 1891, you want to look for doubling there on the shield. As we zoom in there, you can see that on the shield lines. Now also, you want to look for doubling on the lettering, on the word America. You can really see it there on the C. So here is an 1891 O mint mark that has a die break, which is also a CUD. It is graded by PCGS at a VF25. Again, this is the O mint mark, and we'll see that large CUD there here on the rim of the coin on the right side. You'll see all that extra metal there on the side of the coin. This dime ended up selling for over $225 at auction. Moving right along to an 1891, very expensive coin here. It's got some nice toning to it. It's the 1891 silver dime graded by NGC at a mint state 68. So extremely high grade for a coin like this. This is the no mint mark. To have it in this condition is super rare, and that's why the coin sold for $6,900 at auction. Now if you compare that to this coin, 1891, same dated coin, however it's in much worse condition, graded at a VF20. So we got one out of 68, one out of 20. This coin only sold for around 30 bucks. So you see the difference in values based on the conditions of the coins. Just because you have this coin doesn't make it valuable. But in some cases, there are key dates out there to look for that can be valuable in all kinds of different conditions. It's different for each individual dated and mint marked coin. Now on the 1891, you also want to look for a misplaced date. So we'll see the date is high here, and it goes like on a downward slope. So you'll see that there, how it, like the 9 and the 1 like curve over to the right and go like in a downward slope. So always be on the lookout for that. Here's another example of a misplaced digit, maybe the 8 or the 9 there. You'll see the denticles from the date there. So zoom in on your 1891 seeded Liberty dimes and look for that with your coin microscopes. Now here's an 1891 O mint mark graded at a mint state 67. This coin sold for over $6,300. All because of its condition, all because of that high grade. That is what gives this coin the value. Again, you'll see the O mint mark there on the reverse of the coin. Now you compare that to this coin, 1891 O mint mark, only graded at an XF45. This coin sold for a little over $40. I think you guys get the gist now. Very good condition, a lot of money in this case. Very bad condition, a lot less money. Now on the O mint mark, you also want to look for an O over a horizontal O. This is an example of that. Again, look for that with your coin microscopes. And then we also have an example of an O over an S mint mark. So here is an example of that. Always be on the lookout for those on your seeded Liberty dimes. Now here is an 1891 silver dime that was struck 15% off center. This coin graded by PCGS at an AU58 ended up selling for over $1,000 at auction. Here's another off center, not as high of a grade. It's graded at an AU53. The last one was at a 58. This coin only being struck 3% off center as opposed to 15% off center as the last coin was. This coin sold for around $550. So, almost a $500 difference in values there between those two off center coins. Now here's an 1891 seeded Liberty dime date. But what you want to look for on this is the 8 and 9 is over the 8 and 9. So you can see that there. If you zoom in on the 8 and 9, you'll see the 8 over the 8 and the 9 over the 9, and it also has an O over an O mint mark, so you'll see that on the reverse. Now in this case, we also have an 1891 where the 8-9 is over the 8-9. So pretty noticeable there. And this one here is very noticeable as well. In this case, it's actually the 891 over the 891. 9 is very noticeable there. 8 in the middle of the 8, you can see it. To the right on the bottom of the 1, you can see it. And to the top right of the 1, you can see it as well. So always look out for those RPMs, repunched mint marks, repunched dates, misplaced dates. Also, here is a die clash taking place on the Seated Liberty dime, so always be on the lookout for those. You can look for those with your microscopes, or really just, you know, looking at them up close with your eyes. Also in 1891, we have the proof dime. So this is graded by PCGS at a proof 68 cameo. Very, very nice coin, expensive coin as well. This dime ended up selling at auction for over $11,000. Now we also have a high graded version of the S mint mark. So you'll see that S mint mark there on the reverse of the coin. 1891 S. Graded at a mint state 67, extremely good condition. This coin sold for over $7,000. If you compare that to this coin only sold for $70, and that's because it's graded at an AU 55 and not a mint state 67. Now here's an 1891 where we have a repunched S mint mark. So you'll want to zoom in on your S mint marks. Here is an example of that where we have a medium S over a small S. Always be on the lookout for the RPMs on those. This coin ended up selling at auction for over $140. Graded by Annex at a AU 50 and one of those older Annex coin holders there. Now here is an 1891. So we have a grade by PCGS of a mint state 63. So that's the condition of the coin on the coin grading scale. So we have a few different things going on here. We have a repunch date. What we looked at on the 1891 date. We have the repunch mint mark, which we looked at for the O mint mark. And then we also have the obverse and reverse die clash. So you'll see that there as we zoom in on the coin. You can see the die clash just like the image we showed you previously. So this coin ended up selling at auction for nearly $1,400. $1,400. Don't forget to check out couchcollectibles.com for some more coins on the store and some more coin collecting supplies. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.